Hello team, welcome back to Adaptive Fitness Fun. This is session 16. Now today we have our skills based session and all you're going to need is a tennis ball. Okay, you're going to need a tennis ball and you're also going to need a chair. We have 1 minute of an exercise with 30 seconds rest. We have 6 exercises, but one of them we're going to do twice because we're going to do either side. So it's going to be 7 minutes of work. We then get a 40-second rest, and we're going to go back up to the top for the last run through. Okay, so before we get started, let's get warmed up. Because this isn't our hot and sweaty session, as always, our warm-up is going to mirror that. So it's more about just making sure that we are nice and supple, warming up through the trunk so we don't get injured when we're trying any of these exercises, and just to get a bit switched on, really. So what we do is we work on our motor skills, which is our balance and our perception of where our body is. And these warm-up exercises should just help us with that a little bit. So our first exercise we are going to do is crocodile arms. So again, those of you that have been following the series should know what this one is. We're going to lie on our side. I'm going to open those arms up all the way around and bring them back together. And it's really good for warming up through the trunk, warming up through the spine. You might feel a little bit through the hips as well. You might feel a little bit through the chest. We're then going to do something called snow angels, which again is very similar to these crocodile arms. You're going to be putting your arm over and around. And again, this is more for underneath the arm this time, really stretching into that what we call lat tissue. So it just helps to stretch out the back of your body there, your back. We're going to do a hamstring stretch. We're going to do legs out straight and then legs at a V. And then we're going to do an ab stretch as well, which is getting a bit of mobility just through our trunk, just again. And then we're going to go on to the main workout. Okay, so this one should be nice and fun. Let's start with the crocodile arms. So find a bit of space on the floor, guys. What we're going to do is feet on top of each other. I like to have my legs bent because it means I get a better stretch, a bit more activation going through my trunk. Okay, so bottom hand on the floor, palm facing up, other hand on top of your bottom hands, both legs on top of each other, hips stacked, facing forwards. And what we're going to do is going to rotate all the way over, touch the floor behind you, and come back. Now I want you to follow your hand with your head. So and back. Okay, so we're going to go for 8 with your arm, and then we're going to go 8 snow angels, and then we'll go the other side, 8 with the other arm, and then 8 snow angels. Okay, so here we go. Remember to follow it with your head. Off you go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, last one, and 8. Okay, staying in this position, this time the arm goes above your head. Keep the arm on the floor and you're making a nice big circle right the way around and back up. 1, go for 8 of these. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay, so we're going to swap sides. Now, I get a lot from this little warm-up exercise. I can really feel that it helps to loosen up my lower back and my hips. The way that I walk, sometimes I can get quite tight and sore. And this one's a really good one for me. Opening up. 1, we're going for 8 on this side. 2, to follow it with your head. 3, you might hear a couple of cricks and cracks when you do this. 4, just going through your back, that's not a problem. 5, 6, 7, and 8. And then we're going to do snow angels. So follow that hand, keep it on the floor right the way around. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Last one, guys. And 8. Really nice. Okay, take a seat. Sitting on your bums. This time, legs out straight. And when you think about, if you've got the option of pulling your toes towards you, you should feel a little bit of a stretch in the back of the legs already just by pulling your toes towards you. And this time, you're going to sit up nice and tall. You're going to reach forward. You're going to try and touch your toes. You're going to hold for a second. And you're going to release. Relax your foot down. Pull your toes towards you. Sit up nice and tall. Reach forward. Touch your toes. And release. And again, we're going to do this 8 times. Okay, relax. Point your toes. Stretch forward. That's 3. Relax. Point your toes. Stretch forward. 4. 5. Slight pause. 6. 2 more, guys. 7. Don't forget to point your toes towards you. And 8. Excellent stuff. Okay. Legs apart in a V shape. And this time you're going to put your hands down by your sides to keep your back nice and straight. And just drive yourself to one side by pushing your arms. Or if you don't want to do that, you can just lean into it. Whatever you find more of an effective stretch. You want to feel this on the back of the legs. With this one, guys, if you just lean forward, you might end up rounding your back. And that's not stretching your hamstrings. So with your hands by the side, or just one hand if that's what you've got available, nice big stretch. Keep your back straight and just lean into it and relax. Just go for a couple of seconds of stretch, lean into it and relax. We're going to go for 8 of these. 3, 4, 5, 6. 2 more, guys. 7. You might notice you get a little bit further each time. And 8. Really nice. Okay, onto the other side. So again, for this one, pull your toes towards you if you've got that option. I'm going to use my hand by my side because I find I get a better straight back with this one and a better stretch. So lean over. 1. So you can see I'm a lot tighter on this side. I've got a lot less range of movement. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Last 2. 7. Last 1. And 8. Really nice. Our last one, guys, you're going to lie onto your front. You're going to keep your hips onto the ground. So as if you're doing a push-up, you're going to keep your hips onto the ground. Stretch all the way up. Keep those hips on the ground. Look back. 1. We're going to go for 8 of these. 2. 2. Look up. 3. Good stuff, guys. I can feel this one really stretching all through my tummy muscles, all through my abs. 4. 5. 6. 2 more. 7. And 8. Oh, really nice. Good stuff, guys. Well done. Really nice. So what you might notice with those is your range of motion increases after every rep. So for instance, when we were doing the ab one, the stretch we were just doing then, as I started to go up, my first couple, I felt quite tight through my back, tight through my stomach. But as I got into it, I eased into it. I got more and more range of motion. And that's what we're aiming for, okay? And with any of these, if you're going to hear, you might hear your back or your joints or even your hip or your knee click and crunk, make noises. Don't worry about that too much. That's very normal. It's just air releasing, often when it's your back just clicking, your spine clicking. So don't worry about that too much either, guys, okay? If it's causing any pain, of course you need to stop. But if it feels like a release, then I think that's okay. Okay, nice. So we're going to start with our main part of this workout. Like I said, guys, you're going to need a tennis ball. Our first exercise is something called a Turkish get-up. Okay, and this is very similar to the front to backs that we've done in the past. They're very similar to the burpees we've also done. You're going to start by lying on the floor. up into the air, or if you haven't got the option of holding a tennis ball, you can just put your residual limb up into the air, and you're going to drive yourself up, and you're going to stand up. You're going to lie back down, and then if you're using a tennis ball, you're going to swap hands and do the same on the other side. Might sound a little bit complicated, guys. It's a great exercise. It's good fun. You're going to do it for 1 minute, and then we get 30 seconds rest. I'm going to demonstrate how we go through them. I'll be doing them with you. So let me get my timer up. Same again, I'm going to be using that same app. It's called Tabata Timer, if anyone wants to use it. And it looks like this. And you just basically set how much time you want to do your work for, how much time you want to rest for, and how many cycles, how many times through you do it. Okay, and then how many sets of that as well. So I've just set it for 30 seconds as prepare. I've got a 60-second work and then 30 seconds rest. 7 cycles times 2. That's all I've done with this one. All right, guys. So I'm going to press go. I'm going to make sure my volume is up so we can all hear the timer. First one is tennis ball Turkish get-ups. Here we go. Okay, so guys, you're going to start by lying on your back. And you're going to put the ball into the air with one hand. Okay, you're going to bend one knee, sit yourself up onto your side, keep that ball as high as you can, and stand up, and then a reverse of that, back down. Okay, straighten your legs, and now we go. Okay, with the other hand, stand yourself all the way up and back down. Okay, now repeat sides. Nice, guys. Basically, what you're going to do is keep that ball as high as you can, but stand up whatever way you can, whatever way is possible. This is really good for balance. It's really good for core work. It's also, you want to feel it in the shoulders and the legs as well. And with this one, if you're not using a tennis ball, because we haven't got the option of holding it, remember to keep swapping sides. So right arm or right residual limb up into the air, and then your left. Okay, last few seconds. Okay, nice work. So that one's called a Turkish get-up. Okay, so quite tough, pretty challenging, but I quite like them. I think they're pretty fun. Next one is around the world, which we've done this one before, but I don't think we've done it with a tennis ball. We did it with a basketball or football last time. So this one's slightly different in the sense that it's harder to hold on to. So with this one, what we're going to be doing, passing the ball behind us, keeping it on the floor but rolling it. We're going to go underneath our legs. We're going to go around twice. 1, 2, and then back the other way twice. 1, rolling it on the floor. Don't let it come off the ground. 2, and then back the other way. Get those legs off. 1, 2. Okay, and back the other way, guys. 1. Let's go around the world. Oh, lost the ball. 2, and then back the other way. So as we're nice and warm into this now, think about trying to twist with the ball right around, turn around, and find that ball, send it under the legs, all the way around, collect the ball, and back the other way, guys. Just all the way around, find the ball, send it under the legs. Nice, really good. Go around the world. Okay, guys, this one, next one, I don't think we've done before. It's called a plank, and we're going to be doing a scissor action with our legs. So we've done a plank before, I know that. So you've got an option here, either being on your arms or being on your hands. Okay, so if we have don't have the option of using both our arms as support, then we need to get some cushions or something that's going to help to support you. So let's start with arms out straight. Step 1 foot to the side and back in. Other foot to the side and back in. So we're doing a scissor action, guys. So again, with this one, you don't want to see your bum too high up in the air. You don't want to see your arms sagging down too much, your back sagging. You want to keep your back as straight as possible. Step to the side. Make sure you meet in the middle, just like those side steps we used to do or in previous sessions. Nice work, guys. You keep it up. Last few seconds now. Off we go. 20 seconds. Make sure those feet meet in the middle. Excellent. So that one is really good for building the control, especially if you're a lower limb user like myself, even an upper limb user, where you get that control, learning how to stabilize yourself and support yourself in that position. Okay, next one, you're going to need your chair. And this, you're going to need your tennis ball onto the floor, and we are going to balance for 1 minute. Put your foot onto the ball, standing up nice and tall. You can use the chair for a little bit of balance if you need it, and just roll that ball around in nice circles. If you don't need the chair, you can take your hand off and try and make your hand as light as possible. I'm not very good at balancing on this leg, so I'm going to use the chair quite a lot. But you'll notice when I'm on the other side, I'm going to be a lot lighter, probably a lot less. I won't need to use it as much. Okay, can we do figure of 8 with our foot? Rolling that ball, a nice figure of 8. All the way around, keeping that control, keeping that hand as light as possible. If you're like me, try and step your residual limb down into the socket, making it nice and tight, standing up really tall. Off we go. We've got 6 seconds, guys. Last few seconds. Try not to stop. Oh, that's hard work. That is hard work. Okay, so we've got the other side to go. For me, I'm not going to need the chair, this one, because I've got really good balance on my left leg. So if you don't need the chair, that's a good thing. We're going to start with circles with our foot. Okay, get ready. In. We have 5 seconds. Get your positions. Get your foot on that tennis ball. Stand up nice and tall. And circles. So the hardest part for me on this one is that control under this foot. Drawing those circles. The balance is really easy for me. I'm used to that. I can use the chair if I need to, but I feel like I'm okay. But doing circles with this foot, I find really challenging. So we're just trying to activate all through my stump, my hip, my residual limb, whatever you fancy calling it. Okay, let's try figure of 8s. Whoa. God, I can feel this one burning. Guys. Standing up nice and tall. Keep those figure of 8s going. That's more like a figure of a 6. That's 3 seconds. God. Nice work. Okay, put your ball to one side. This one, guys, we have our golfer's lift. I know most of us have done these ones before. You're going to hold on to the chair. You're going to kick that one leg out behind you. Keep that other leg straight and back up. And then swap sides and back up, okay? So because we've just done our good balance, our glutes and our hips should be very active. And now we're going to train the hamstrings. So kick that leg out behind you. See how straight both my legs are. Keeping those legs nice and straight. You want to feel that stretch at the back of the legs, just like we did when we did the warm-up stretches. Feel that tension. Feel that resistance. Good. Try not to lean onto the chair too much. I know on my right leg, I really need to lean onto the chair to find my balance. But onto my left leg, I can almost take my hands off. All right, keep those hands as light as possible. Oh, maybe go one hand at a time. Let's try that, one hand at a time. Whoa, that's pretty good, isn't it? Okay, keep it up. Less than 10 seconds, guys. Oh, very good, very good. Okay, last one then, guys, a little bit of fun. We're going to be using the ball. and we're dribbling the ball up and down the garden. So just like we've done in the past with our basketballs and our footballs, but this time it's going to be harder because it's a tennis ball. So you're going to need that foot control, okay? So after our balancing on one leg and doing the circles and the figure of eight with the tennis ball, you should have good foot control right now, or maybe a little bit tired, I'm not sure. So good ball control to the end of the garden and back for a minute. It's a lot harder with a smaller ball. That's what I find anyway. It's a lot easier with a bigger ball. It's easier with a football, easier with a basketball. Okay, last time. Oh, keep that control. Come on, Jack. Great. Nice. Really good. Really good. So as you've been practicing our ball dribbling skills with the ball and with the basketball, like I said, you might find that your skills are getting pretty good. Well, this is a way of challenging it. I found this one pretty hard. Nice, guys. So we have about 20 seconds left. We're going to go back up to the top. So our first one is a tennis ball Turkish get-ups. Okay. So make sure your chair's out of the way. You're going to start by lying on the ground, guys. Start with that hand up in the air. Right the way up. 1. And back down. And then swap sides. Keep that hand up, the highest point. 2. And swap sides. Here we go. 3. 4. 5. Keep it going, guys. 6. 7. Last few seconds. Can you get one more? Oh, hello. 8. Oh, nice. Really good. Really good. So we have our around the worlds. Next. Hello, you two. Done a bit of filming. You'll say hello. So we have our around the world. So grab your tennis ball. We're going to sit on the floor, and this is where we're passing that tennis ball around the body. That's Cooper. Okay, here we go, guys. Get ready. Around the body. Remember, stretch all the way around. Round to the other side. Grab that ball. Send it underneath the legs. All the way around. On the other side. Underneath the legs. Lift those legs up. And then back round to the other side. All the way around. Reach for it. Send it under the legs. Nice big twist. And rotate. And under. And back the other way, guys. Lift those legs up. Keep it going, guys. Last 10 seconds. All right? There we go. Good stuff, guys. Well done. Our next one is our plank. Here's a plank. So remember this one, guys. We've got an option here where we can be on our hands. And this one, you might need some extra cushions to support you, or you might want to be on your elbows. Okay. I'm going to start on my hands. Okay. Get ready. In. 3, 2, 1, off we go. Remember to keep that bum down. You can have it up a little bit, guys. I just don't want to see it up here. I don't want to see this. And I definitely don't want to be seeing this. Okay? Keep that back as straight as possible. I know it's going to be hard if you're moving your legs. Try and keep it nice and tight through the hips, especially on if you're a lower limb amputee like myself. You're going to find it harder on one side than the other. And if you're an upper limb amputee, really try and press into your socket and keep it nice and tight. So you're not moving, you're not swaying around. Excellent. Well done. Well done. Really good. What's our next one? We've got, so you're going to need your chair, and this is the one where we balance on our foot with a tennis ball underneath. You can look out for this. Look at him. Look at him. Okay, grab a chair, guys. Tennis ball onto the floor. If you feel like you don't need your chair for support, please do it without a chair. You start by drawing circles, going around and around. Nice. Then go circles the other way. Try and keep the hand nice and light, standing up nice and tall, really pressing through that side. Okay, let's try figure of eights. Round and round. My foot control on this side is good, so my balance on my right leg is not very good. So I'm going to use the chair quite a lot, but I'm pressing my residual limb into the socket. This is good practice for when we walk. Standing up nice and tall. Okay, get ready. Oh, rest that one there. Now swap sides, guys. We're going to do our other leg. Like I said, for me, I don't need the chair so much because my balance on my left leg is really good. I'm going to be controlling the ball with my artificial limb, which is going to be challenging for me. Okay, in. We have 5 seconds, guys, and we're going to go. Starting with circles, going round and around, standing up nice and tall, circles going round. And then circles going back the other way. Just change direction now, going back the other way. Oh, let's lost the ball. Like I said, my foot control with that ball is really challenging. Okay, now figure of eights, last few seconds. Let's get figure of eights. Okay, last 10 seconds, guys. Keep it up, standing up nice and tall. Keep that control. I know it's getting pretty tough, finding it pretty tiring. Drop the ball again. Oh, nice. Okay, so what do we need? We need to get rid of the ball for the minute. We've got our golfer's lifts. So using that chair, this is the one where we keep that leg straight behind us. Keep this leg nice and straight. You're leaning into it. Okay, so 10 seconds time, we're gonna go. Here we go, in 5 seconds. 1, okay, off we go. Keep that leg out, keep it straight. 1, let's try the other side. 2, I'm gonna go one-handed now because I found this pretty challenging last time. So one-handed. Oh, swap hands, just see if that makes any difference. We want it to be challenging. Oh, this side is hard. Oh. Okay, swap hands again. That's interesting. So I need my left hand when it comes to doing my right foot. That makes it slightly easier for me. So that's interesting. That's what we're learning. Try it again. Right hand, left foot, easy. This side is really hard. Okay, let's swap hands again. Okay, last 10 seconds, guys. I'm going to go both hands now because I'm getting pretty tired. Oh, really good. Well done, guys. Nice. So you can see we're getting a different type of tired. So this is more of a cognitive and neurological sort of tired, which is where we're being challenged with our balance and our coordination. So it's good. It's really good. We're learning quite a lot. Last exercise, very last exercise. You need your tennis ball again, and we're going to be dribbling that ball up and down the garden for 1 minute. Get ready in 3, 2, 1. Here we go, guys. Back again. I've got a little bit more control this time. Obviously getting used to it. Size and ball. Ooh, spoke too soon. Doesn't help that my garden's lumpy. Okay, last 12 seconds, guys. Let's get one more run. Oh, nice. There we go. Ooh. Ding, ding, ding. There you go. That's always a good sound, isn't it? Eh? Well done. Really good stuff. We did very well. I feel like I learned quite a lot about my body. I felt like I challenged it in a good way, and hopefully it's adapted. I'm sure it has. I hope you guys have challenged yourselves enough as well today too. Really well done. Thank you for joining me with Adaptive Fitness Fun session 16 here Tuesday, where we do our fitness based session. Guys, have a fantastic weekend and enjoy. Take care.